Okay, I got the thermal camera connected. You can see me. Alright, so I'm actually up on my roof filming. Okay, I got the thermal camera connected. Alright, so I'll move the thermal camera around a little bit here and there. Alright, so right now I got it set where it's filming right over the top of the trees over there. So that's kind of southeast a little. It's facing the same direction as the one thermal camera. I mean the one game camera on my right. It's facing southeast. So I'm showing you the thermal footage here so you can see what I caught on it, and that I didn't catch some of these other things. So you're going to hear some of the things that I talked about in the first two videos. You'll hear it on the thermal camera footage here. So I broke this down and edited it some to help keep you from being bored. I didn't want you to have to watch the whole 83 minutes. So I went through it all pretty thoroughly. Alright, so I wanted to show you the thermal camera that I used. So this is the AGM Taipan TM10-256. So just looking it up again now on Amazon, it says it's unavailable now, because I've had this for a few years now, and they have other models similar to this one. And this is a really good camera, a really good thermal camera. And now I've been using the app on it with my phone so I can see the screen while I'm out there in the woods. So I can see the screen real good, and just press and record from the phone there. And with that, it has audio. We're just filming from the camera itself. Before, it didn't have audio. And also, I don't have the now that I'm using the app like this, it don't have the timer up in the top left corner. When you use the camera recording by itself, it, like I said, don't have audio, but then it does have a timer at the top left. So when you're using the thermal camera itself filming, it has the timer in the top left. And like I said, it doesn't have audio. But I've taken so many videos with mine that I filled it up and had a full memory on it. And then I was able to reinstall the firmware, delete the firmware and reinstall it. And then it had, I used it again and got over, it'll record around 1,000 videos. And then I did it again and filled it up again, doing all my research and filming. And it filled up the memory again, and I've been trying to, I tried doing that again, deleting the firmware and reinstalling it. But then too, when I was doing that, I figured out the app here. It has an app I can use. So I'm really liking this app I can use on my phone. So when I'm out there in the woods walking around, I can actually see really good and on the screen. I'm not having to look through that little bitty viewfinder at the back of the camera. So I can see stuff in the on the phone with it like that. So I really like using it on the tripod too. I can set it down and let it film. And then it's real steady and it picks up really great detail. So again, I'm filming the skies here at my house, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Alright, so I'm breaking this thermal footage up because I'm just doing it in sections here. And since there's no timer on the app here to show you. So I'm just breaking each one up as I went through and edited it, and just got just using parts of this. So also what I want to do is I wanted to show you this so you can see this is not picking up any of those stick looking bugs that are flying around. It's not picking up the orbs that are flying around, except for maybe one. There's one thing here that could possibly be an orb. So it's getting close to a full moon, but right now the moon is back behind the trees. So I'm getting light from the light out front, out there on the pole. But I'm not getting any light from the moon because it's back behind the trees already. Alright, so this right here, I don't know if this is a bird. I'm trying to really watch, because when I slow it down, it looks like it could possibly have wings flapping. It's far away from the camera, so it's really hard to tell if it's a really large bird. It would have to be a really large bird if it is. So I'm really trying to look at it close and tell. Like I say, it's far away from the camera and you can see it's flying. And I'm not sure if this is a bird or if this is one of those, what the sky watchers call the manta. It's either the manta UFO or the manta ray UFO. I'll have to look back at theirs. They showed 9 different UFOs that they had been filming, and that manta or manta ray was one of them. So I'll have to look at that again and see what it was. But I'm wondering if this could be that, or either this is a really large bird. But also I'm looking at when I slow it down. When I slow it down is what I'm seeing. It looking like it could be wings flapping. But when you show it in the normal speed, it really goes by fast. Alright, so right here I'm showing this at a slow speed. I slowed it down. And then I'm going to show you the normal speed. The normal speed, it goes by really fast. My house, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. So I'm filming towards the east and the southeast because there's a lot more open sky. Because to my west, I got trees back behind me here. And then to the north, we got the electrical lines out front there. So I'm using my roof here as a platform to be able to sit here and film the skies out here. So I'm filming towards the east and the southeast because there's a lot more open sky. So I'm looking too with my eyes, looking all around in the skies. So another thing too, I'm not doing the CE5 right now, but I'll be doing that later in upcoming videos. All right, so I'm gonna take the thermal. So there's my game camera. There's my game camera facing the southeast. So I'm gonna go behind it. So I'm facing back to the south now. So you're gonna hear noises because I'm at home. I can hear the neighbor's air conditioning, and that camcorder is probably picking it up pretty good. That one dog, he was barking a long time. He's down the road down there. One of the neighbor's dogs. Just to my west, I got trees back behind me here. Okay, I'm gonna turn the thermal just a little more. All right, I'm facing directly south now with the thermal. Okay, I turned the night vision a little. And I saw something just then go across the screen. So I had to look. I don't know if I was seeing a bug going by or a orb or something further out. I'll look at it again. There it went again. I'll have to look and see what that is. All right, I'm gonna turn the thermal camera that way as well. So I'll look at this good later and see what that is. See if it's bugs or if it's something else. Okay, I still got the thermal pointing the same way, but I dropped it down a little. Alright, so I'm gonna move the thermal. Alright, so it's right over the edge of the house there. So I'm still pointing towards the east. I've seen a couple bugs flying around up here. I'm not seeing any bugs right now from the camera. Alright, I'm gonna move the thermal again. Alright, so also here I'm gonna talk to you about this doctor. She's interviewed on News Nation twice. So her and another doctor, they did a paper on this artificial intelligence that's up in the atmosphere. And then they recently got another paper published, a peer review paper. And pretty much any kind of UFO stuff, they won't touch it. The peer reviews and the scientists, they won't touch it. So she got 2 papers published talking about artificial intelligence, proving there's artificial intelligence up in our atmosphere that was there before they put Sputnik up in space, up in orbit. So that stuff was there before Sputnik. The Sputnik was the very first orb. The Russians put the very first or satellite up into orbit. The satellite in orbit, they called the Sputnik. So this stuff was up there in space, artificial intelligence, up there in our atmosphere before Sputnik even was sent up there. Was sent into orbit. And then too, if you'll watch Billy Carson's Black Knight satellite, the Black Knight satellite was up in orbit too, long before Sputnik and anything else. So that's really interesting too, if you check that out. It's a Billy Carson, one of his documentary movies called The Black Knight Satellite. Because all this stuff is going along with what I'm doing. And I'm showing everything in my research. I'm not leaving anything out. I don't have an agenda. So I don't have an agenda to try to make anybody believe any certain thing. So I show everything. Orbs, UFO, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, everything. All right, so move the thermal facing the southeast. So I got a few mosquitoes out now. I brought the thermocell up here with me too in case I need it. So I haven't had to turn it on yet. So I'm up here on the roof, it's making a nice platform. So back in 2004, when the 3 hurricanes came through, Hurricane Charlie, Hurricane Francis, and Hurricane Jean, when they came through and came over us, all of them, the eye came right over Polk County here, Central Florida. So it was after those hurricanes came through, I got up here and redid my roof. So I redid my roof by myself, reshingled it, took everything off, fixed a few places of plywood, and then reshingled the whole thing. So then 2 years ago, I had a company come in and reshingle it. So they took all the shingles up, replaced some wood that was bad, and reshingled it. But they had a team of guys on doing that. They did it all in one day. It took me, I think it took me 3 days to do it myself. Because the first day I took all the shingles up, replaced some wood, put the felt paper down. Then it took me a couple days to shingle it. It took me one day to do half of it, and then the other day to do the other half. But the company that did my roof, they did it all in one day. So they had a team of guys. So when the small bugs or mosquitoes fly in front of the thermal camera, you can see like a little black blip, just a real quick little blip from them. And then as you can see, the thermal camera is not picking up these stick-looking bugs, which were flying all over the place. You can see them with the game camera and the thermal. I mean, with the you can see them with the game cameras, and you can see them with the night vision binoculars. I really caught them a lot with the night vision binoculars, a lot of them. The thermal camera did not pick up the first one, so they're not giving off heat. Alright, so I'm doing this from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. So it's a little after 3. So I'm not moving the game cameras. I got them set where I want them. So they're constantly taking photos. They're taking three photos every minute. So we'll see what we get. So the night vision binoculars, I'm moving them around a little here and there. And the thermal camera, I'm moving it a little bit more. I'm being a little bit more mobile with it. Actually, planning on doing this soon. On either a Friday night or a Saturday night. Which technically would make it like an early Saturday morning or early Sunday morning. But I got a doctor's appointment for Lynette in the morning that we'll be going to, so I'm off tomorrow, and I figured I'd get on out here and do this. So technically, this is Wednesday morning, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. And that's why I wanted to show the temperature too, because I came out here just right before 2 a.m. and it was still 76 degrees out here. So we're getting up in the high 90s right now. On the weather, they're showing like 91, 92 when they show the weather on the news. But on all our temperature gauges in the vehicles and on the front porch, everything keeps showing like 98. About 98 degrees in the afternoon and evening. Alright, I moved the night vision binoculars so they're facing the south right now, over those trees. The same as the thermal camera right now. So I have caught orbs quite a few times with the thermal camera. I catch them a lot with the night vision binoculars and the game cameras taking photos. So I'm going to turn the night vision binoculars a little. And I'll go ahead and turn the thermal. Alright, there's the game camera pointing southeast. Alright, so I'm right above the trees there. You can see them at the bottom of the screen on the thermal here. So sound travels pretty far at night. Because you can hear that train. That train's pretty far off. That train's pretty far away there. You can hear it. So also, this is the time of early morning here where you don't hardly have any airplanes. I haven't heard the first airplane fly over. I haven't seen any. I haven't heard or seen any airplanes or jets. So the night vision binoculars are facing the south. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the game cameras a little bit now. So again, like I say, that train's pretty far off. And yeah, you can hear it real good at night. And this right here, I'm pretty sure this is a bird. I'm seeing the wings flapping on it. This is, I'm pretty sure, a bird. So I've slowed it down and then I'll play it at normal speed so you can see how quick it goes by. Alright, so it's right at 3:30 a.m. So tell you what, I'm going to move the cameras around a little. Alright, so the thermal's facing the south. So the night vision binoculars are facing the south. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the game cameras a little bit now. Alright, so I'll be filming for 30 more minutes. Okay, I got the night vision binoculars facing east. Okay, so the thermal camera's facing south. Alright, this next one here might be an orb. It's really hard to tell. It goes by so fast. But the orbs move really fast too. My last video I slowed them down so you could see them. The night vision binoculars, I slowed all those down because there was so many, and so you could see them. So I slowed this down here too, and then I'll show the normal movement here. It's really fast. So it takes a lot of time and patience to find all these little things like this, going through this footage and finding these. Alright, so I think I'll switch the cameras here. Okay, so I put the night vision binoculars. Night vision binoculars are facing the south. Alright, so the thermal camera's facing the east. Alright, 3:40 a.m. 3:40 a.m. right now. Alright, so I moved the night vision binoculars to the southeast a little bit there. A little bit southeast. So the thermal camera's still facing east. So I moved it right over top of those tall trees there. So actually I'll move them. So there's a palm tree right there in the corner of my neighbor's yard, in my yard there. The neighbor's tree. Alright, so that electrical pole out there too with the transformer on it. So I'm right over top of it with the thermal. So I'll let it sit there a few minutes. So it's 3:50 a.m. So I'll let it on. So this is the end of this video. So I took 83 minutes of video. It took a lot of time and patience going through it to see what I actually caught on it. And then I showed it to you here. There's three different things. One of them was either a very large bird flying at night, or it was that manta ray UFO. And then another one that looked like it was a bird flying by, a smaller bird, closer to me. And then the other one looked like it could have been an orb flying by. But if it was, that was the only orb it caught, giving off heat. But whatever it was giving off heat. So I went through that carefully to find those 3 things. Alright, so this is the end of this video. So video 4 coming up will be the next night that I went up and filmed. And I did a little bit different that time. So you'll get to see that coming up next.